Polito cop told me I could speed in Sandy. So I come down here to
No.
speed. They're turning the fish gay, I'm telling you. They're turning the fish gay, so then we eat the fish and then we become gay. That does not look like a guarantee.
So.
That is not a guarantee. Oh! Get out of the car right now. Get out of the car, put your hands in the air. Do not drive towards me. Do not drive towards me. Shots fired. Officer needs help.
7 busy. That feels like
Attention units, the active incident on 875. 875 is 1024, no more cars. 1024, no more. Alright. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another kind of off-duty. It's not a full off-duty video today. This is kind of a catch-up. I'm going to be going into the office. It is about almost 6 a.m. in the morning here. And we'll be headed into the station as Mark Reaper of the police department. Now, you might notice we got a new outfit for the off-duty look. Got the new glasses and all that. And we also got a new car. It kind of looks like the Traffic Tahoe. I think it's a GTA. Well, I think it's an Expedition because it's vapid. But it's the Illusion. And the reason why we got a new car is because Reaper sold the Gressley that we were in last time. Let's put on the seatbelt. And he bought an Illusion because he got a new paycheck with a promotion. And so Traffic Officer Mark Reaper is now Sergeant Mark Reaper. He's now a patrol supervisor, so we run the day shift patrol. It has about 20 officers in it, and it's been a ton of fun being back in patrol. I obviously love traffic, as you can tell by me exclusively just releasing traffic videos. But there were some changes, some opportunities for growth in the department, and I took advantage of them, and so did former traffic officer Cortez, who was with me on a couple calls that I definitely put videos out about. I think the DUI, that guy's not going fast enough. The DUI in Sandy Shores, where the guy was passed out behind the wheel, I think he helped me on that one. And so he's the night shift sergeant, and I handled day shift, which is why we're headed in this morning at about 6 a.m. But yes, so it's super exciting being a sergeant now. Instead of going in to write paperwork this morning, we're going to go in to sign off on some paperwork and some reports that my officers have written over the past week or so. But yeah, there's been a lot of changes in the police department since the last time I checked in and did a little slower paced video like this. But yeah, the promotion's kind of big. We'll go change into our sergeant stripes, and I can show the uniforms off and stuff like that. A couple other changes that happened with the police department. Those divisions that I mentioned last time that were just kind of starting out are now fully up and running, as you saw with traffic. Traffic's about to come out with a bunch of new certifications during the upcoming month. Which will be super fun. And as a former traffic officer, now a sergeant, I am grandfathered into the unit, so I'm allowed to patrol as a traffic unit and have all the training as a traffic officer when there is no other units on that are full-time traffic officers. So it's super exciting. That doesn't mean traffic content's completely gone. It just means there's a little change of pace. And with being a sergeant, there's some other changes of pace where I may not be as super proactive. I may not be the first on scenes for a lot of things. I try and give my units the opportunity to go there first and keep myself available for higher priority calls or things where supervisor resources need to be allocated. There's also something different where part of my job as a supervisor, and I'll show you real quick while we're at the light, is the new map. It's not really a new map, but how it's broken up. There are now primary jurisdictions. You can see where it says Polito, Juniper, Sonora, and all that. So we have kind of deviated a little bit from the sheriff's office, and the two of us have primary jurisdictions. So areas where we patrol, areas where we respond to calls for service and things like that. It doesn't mean we don't work together. We're on each other's calls all the time. But it just gives us a little bit more area of primary responsibility and what we're kind of responsible for. Which is super nice. So with that, since I'll be taking a little more of a backseat, I'm planning on doing some other videos that are a little more involved. With the sheriff's office, I'm a reserve deputy there, and they got some cool certifications that I'm planning on posting videos about. And then, speaking of the sheriff's office, there's one right there. And then Also, maybe doing some fire and definitely some more Civ content. Even though it doesn't do as well on the channel, I enjoy going Civ and I enjoy making content. And I think some of the stuff coming out is pretty funny and gonna be pretty entertaining. Some other good news for the police department. The Detective Division, BCI, Bureau of Criminal Investigation, fully up and running. They got a full staff. They got new cars coming out. It's pretty exciting for them, and I'm super, super happy for them. Um, and they have a giant caseload, and it's kind of a great opportunity for officers to get involved in the investigative side of things. There's some new cars in Juniper. You'll see them in some upcoming videos. Juniper is the area of Roxwood that we're responsible for, along with the Polito Police Department. Jeez, that guy almost cut me off. That was scary. Um, in addition to the new cars that we're planning, I mean, only half the fleet's still done, I think. And that's not a diss. That's actually super exciting because that means we're going to keep seeing newer and newer and newer cars every single time, which is super hype. Um, Also, I've been doing a lot of field training, which unfortunately doesn't make for great videos, but it is a responsibility I enjoy as an FTO. I get to meet all of the new officers coming in and show them the ropes and explain to them how we do things. If you're thinking about joining the police department or joining CSRP, and you're like, oh no, I don't want to do training. Training sucks. Like, I know what I'm doing. I know how to be a cop. I've played 5M before. I'm a cop in real life, whatever. I like to think of it of a, we're not here to tell you how to be a cop. We're here to show you how we do police work. So it's a little different. So we pull into the garage here. There we go. You can see the fleet is out. And maybe I'll show that off a little bit. While we're here, it can't hurt too much with all the pool cars out. Park our car here. So here's the traffic unit, and they've come out with this beautiful new traffic skin for the Explorer. I mean, just this thing is hot. Well, you'll see the difference with the other Explorers, but the logo is black and red and white instead of the yellows in there. It's an entirely black car. It says traffic unit on the front instead of like supervisor or something. They're really cool cars. They look great. There's the old girl here, the old Tahoe I used to drive. I do miss her since now I am not given my personal vehicle anymore. We are back into patrol cars. Um, there's some unmarked detective cars over here, an EV and a truck. There's also the unmarked Charger up in Sonora. But this is the same thing as the truck we drive in Sonora. It's just an unmarked version of it. The prisoner transport van is parked up right next to our car here. My new call sign is 121. You can see that on the plate right there. And this is the new car. You can see it's a supervisor right there on the side next to all the district cars. The Taurus is on the other side. Back here. Looks like someone already grabbed a car today. So there's the fleet. A little quick update there. I know they're coming out with motorcycles soon and things like that. In the meantime, we're going to head up to the office, get changed for work, and see what's up next. While we're walking up, the server as a whole, outside of just the police department, which I do enjoy making content and talking about, has been really, really growing. It's been super exciting. There's just a lot of new people. We've hit like over 600 something community IDs, and which means 600 people have applied and been accepted into the community, or at least applied, which is super exciting. Why am I lost? We're going over here. I forgot where I was going. Um, there's a bunch of new recruitment staff initiatives because I'm a member of recruitment staff. We're just constantly reading applications. Servers are getting up to 35, 40, well, barely 40 people. I mean, that's pretty exciting. I mean, I feel like it was just the other day where it was like 12, 13 person patrols, and now it's like, boom, 30 people. So that's super exciting as well. Um, as far as the dispatch side, because even though I haven't made a lot of videos about it, which is contrary to my YouTube handle, there is a lot of new things. The dispatch department has a new EUP, so a bunch of new uniforms came in. There's a lot of new certifications. for things, like negotiator and stuff. So hoping to make some more entertaining videos with that. Also, still hoping to get back into streaming. I know I said that last time I did one of these, but didn't. So we're gonna get changed really fast. And I'll show off a couple of the outfits, but we'll probably wear our Class C's today, with no vest.